On a Sunday morning. This is the one y'all was waiting for. I'm not waiting, I'm just making more. Plot it out, took the time, executed, good design, a finish line. Type of work, it's not done, just out of time. I'm feeling fine, long road, strong no, this a grind. This a climb for some of us, in and out, double dutch. Unpacking what they done to us, technology numbing us. Think about it, seen it coming up. Records broken, numbers running up. Competition having fun or what? 30 years coming up, haven't done enough. Prize dangling right in front of us. Better lies right up under us. How they rush the capital and run them up. Yeah, trying to raise capital for the month.
What's good? Welcome to the cast. No Ordinary Podcast. Songs on a Sunday morning. Y'all know the deal. We here, we vibing. We're trying to stay consistent, man. We definitely got some things lined up on this one. I'm super excited. Been waiting a while for this one, so y'all know how this goes. We're gonna obviously feature some music on Sonar Muse. We're gonna go through the playlist. We're gonna play some tunes. Got a couple new artists this week actually, so I'm excited about that. And then just to get right into it, we got a special guest. Before I bring them to the stage, we're going to play a couple jams, and then I'll make sure we give them a proper introduction. So without further ado, we've been starting it off with actually his track, Good For Me. We're going to keep that going. It sets a nice tone, nice vibe for what we're doing. So let's get into that. And then we'll definitely get into our very, very special guest. So without further ado, welcome to the cast, Song on the Sunday morning. Let's go.
Good for me, good for you, good for them, good for us. Being comfortable's not enough, gotta keep it going up. Good for me, good for us. Thank me later. We always in the cut. Good news, people snooze. Why can't they be more attentive? They brush it off like lint on denim. Can't really be offended. I've already ascended. I ain't above none of y'all. I just see life differently. The world needs love. I feel so much sympathy. Face the music like a symphony. Less talking, more listening. Watch my aura glow, see it glistening. Focus on yourself and not what's happening around you. Cause it's bullshit we've been fed. Look how quick bullshit spreads. Try to think with your head and look ahead. You ain't using your brain. You're just a walking dead. And that's the difference between me and them. Homie, we ain't them. You say you're a goat. Well, I'm an average man. That means you're sacrificial. Your music fake, you're artificial. Your art ain't official. No substance, you're superficial. Hit me up when it's beneficial. Nah, homie, I prefer my own company and being on my lonely. That's just how it is. Me and my money chilling at the crib. Life is a test, unexpected quiz. Flow on faucet, watch it drip. Keep an eye on the prize. I'll never slip with any slight inconvenience. You jump ship whilst I take control of the cockpit. Cause I got the ball, I'll never drop it. Work my ass off, I'm overclocking. You're always with hoes like stockings. Good for you, homie, but that's not it. Good for me, homie, cause I got this. Good for me, good for you, good for them, good for us. Being comfortable's not enough, gotta keep it going up. Good for me, good for us, thank me later. We always in the cut. Good for me, good for you, good for them, good for us. Being comfortable's not enough, gotta keep it going up. Good for me, good for us, thank me later. We always in the cut.
Negative to positive is Swiss gear. The audio Marciano, the richer gear. I think it's the year. I just froze my tears, stuck my flow in the fountain of youth, and I just dipped my toe in the water. Accompanied by somebody's daughter. My shit is like a reporter. All the shit that we smoking and all the shit that they snorted. You told me she the one and she told me mission aborted. It's in my face, I gotta ignore it. I'm trying to score, but post game I feel like it's more. I'm more a fan of this couple watching it get pulled up. You the hardest in your circle, but only a circle notice. Forgotten why you recorded ego bigger than orbits. Ball and chain, my mind insane and my rhymes the same. I guess I got impeccable aim. Learn with the range, I need my space. Book of the time just for the face. I'm better than my favorite at the age when that shit mattered to me most. So I toast to the memory of me and what they meant to a nigga. I'm trying to paint a picture of me. The satisfaction with reality, I done found me the key. Yeah, I'm of a sturdy cloth, cut and tucked to stretch and frustration. I'm in a dirty spot, I only knew a dirty cops. And every night I hit the store, they think we selling rocks. And I said somehow, some way, this shit gonna be alright. Even with me in the eyes at odds, I'm calmly eyeballing. You could swim to my island and have a Spalding on it.
Good for me, good for you, good for them, good for us. Being comfortable's not enough, gotta keep it going up. Good for me, good for us, thank me later. We always in the cut. Good for me, good for you, good for them, good for us. Being comfortable's not enough, gotta keep it going up. Good for me, good for us, thank me later. We always in the cut. I'm here to stack on the low, get all this money, the dollars and gold. Getting some crypto, the markets don't close. She act like a stripper, removing the clothes. She wanna know more like I invested in Doge, but I invested in better things. Waiting for the rebel market. Them coins be helping me spread my wings. I walk while I talk, so you hear ka-ching. I don't spend my money on chains that go bling. I invest my money, so more money it brings. I follow the money, to money I cling. Wrap it up, when it's time, the money I cash it up. Lego blocks, crypto, we be stacking up. Cross chain, blockchain, side chains. Major gains, major pains. You can call me Damon Wayne. Stack for the family, forgetting the fame. Ledger nanos, I'm making it rain. The dollar gon' crash, twin towers and planes. All about the nodes, a voice with some range. No rovers on Mars, I'll be driving the range. There's a lot that the public don't know. Life is a gamble, I hope you don't fold. Got all this info like a blockchain with nodes. I see the bigger picture, I ain't gotta pose. There's a lot that the public don't know. Life is a gamble, I hope you don't fold. Do what you want and don't do what you were told. What are you here for? The diamonds and the gold. The market just crashed, the dollar collapsed. 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 The dollar collapsed, the market just crashed, the dollar collapsed. The market just crashed, the dollar collapsed. The market just crashed, the dollar collapsed. The dollar collapsed, the market just crashed, the dollar collapsed. 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 The dollar collapsed, the market just crashed, the dollar collapsed. The market just crashed, the dollar collapsed. The market just crashed. The dollar collapsed, the dollar collapsed. Digital cash in the movement, digital dash, and I'm getting too lit. All my coins rose, no tulips. I snap on my prices, I'm really a nuisance. I'm getting smart rich, I'm going stupid. I got my eye on the prize, like your savior, I'm on the rise. Taking the coins that I put to the side. I conquered myself while the people divide. I conquered myself, I was looking inside. I had to level up when nobody tried. I'll be moving smart like a suit and a tie. The great reset just happened worldwide. I don't watch the news, they be telling us lies. I feel sorry for the people that complied. Damn.
Ooh, it's a party, yeah, it's a party. Crispy nigga, you can never miss me. My color living well, don't address me. She paid me for a feature to come dress me. She said she want my number for her bestie. Mustard on her shirt, it was an SS party. You know I popped the Molly and just took the Cardi. All my flips and only VG like the Hardys. I'll probably pop it down and just to calm the party. Ooh, yeah, I could fix a crash, never one-on-one. Do my other mans, he send another man. Then I do my dance. All these full bags, all these full bags. When I pull up, a nigga making a scene. Find me at the club, you know I'm here for the green. Been a hustler, that's straight in my jeans. Pockets too stuffed, guess I wore the wrong jeans. I got gold like you saying, she give me top that's too brainy. Topping up with new chains, had to add new bezels. Yeah, they mad, got them seeming like a boiling kettle. I got successful and relapsed, I realized successful. Yeah, all these bros acting like they slang like us, like they gang like us. Whole gang got a bus, she a fiend for the Zanny. It's a party on my bus, got a grip inside the bus, and my wrist is just to bust. All these bros acting like they slang like us, like they gang like us. Whole gang got a bus, she a fiend for the Zanny. It's a party on my bus, got a grip inside the bus, and my wrist is just to bust. My gang got two rollies inside a double R. I say reaching for the moon just to see the stars. Became the man on the moon, gave him Zans on the moon. Then my daughter Zanny Moon, type of rapper that can make him at your boom, ooh yeah. Type of rapper that your girl she listen to, ooh yeah. And she tweeting every time that she play me. She an option, but she trying to have a baby, yeah. And I got the biggest smile when I'm in the bank. I don't play around when it come to making bank. If we gotta do it, then let's go for a drink. Heard you gotta shoot a but why this shit is black? Why this shit is black? All these bros acting like they slang like us, like they gang like us. She a fiend for the Zanny and she put it in her cup. Got that liquor, now she up, and my wrist is like, what's up? Yeah, all these bros acting like they slang like us, like they gang like us. Whole gang got a bus, she a fiend for a Zanny. It's a party on my bus, got a clip inside the bus, and my wrist is just to bust. All these bros acting like they slang like they gang like us. Whole gang got a bus, she a fiend for the Zanny. It's a party on my bus, got a clip inside the bus, and my wrist is just to bust. And my wrist is just to bust.
Gang, gang. That was your boy Clyde, Street Cats. And of course, the first two tracks were by the man himself, Killa Stryder. And yeah, without further ado, we're going to bring him on. We got a special guest. I am elated. I am excited. I think I've told the story once or twice. This is how my whole podcast got its start. I went on his. I loved it. I loved everything about it. And I just wanted to pay tribute, pay homage to what they got going on their side. So we here. And without further ado, I want to bring him on. Killa. What's good, brother?
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? Thank you for having me on the show. No Ordinary Podcast, episode 6. It's about to get lit. What's up?
Hey man, we good, man. Thank you for coming on, brother. And like I said, thank you for putting that battery in my back and getting this whole thing started, man. So we're real happy to have you, brother. So yeah, let's get into it, man.
Thank you very much for having me.
For sure. So this one's gonna be about you. I know usually you on the other side of it, and you doing the interviewing, but I want to do the same thing, man. I want the people to get to hear your story, your background, how you got started, and a little bit about what you got going on. So the first thing I guess I'll ask is, how long you been at it, man? How long you been at the music thing? And another question I gotta ask on top of that is, how do you get the name Killa Stryder? So
okay. First of all, thank you very much for having me on the show. It's really an honor to be part of history, part of your history as well. Yeah, I go by the name of Killa Stryder, aka Kamikaze Monsutā. So I am an artist, walking story as well. I am a creative overall, and the way my name came about is more so during high school years. So I started making music about over 10 years now, like maybe 13 years. I've been at it for 13 years now. But like I was into music during like my primary school years. Just listening to hip hop and all of that. Just growing up listening to it, and like being in a room with my brother, him and I used to just try and make raps or poems for women, just trying to rap for them, just trying to serenade them in some way. So we were like, listening to our favorite rappers and all the good lines that they said. We're like, damn, that's pretty dope. We write it down, and then from there I started learning how to rap myself and just add my lines in between. So the way my name came about is I just wanted something that went with flowing with water, like flowing, just just going with the flow. And I came up about like the insect strider. The spider actually is an insect that we floats on water, so it basically glides. It glides on water, and when it glides on water, I was like, okay, cool. Let me use that. Like Killa Stryder's where it came from. So that's where my rapper name came from. But Kamikaze Monsutā just came about like a couple of years after I was into music. So like after some time I was into like production, because I was like, oh damn, I have a certain sound I want to get into, because I was really a fan of Art Future, and I liked some of their beats that were so grimy and like unorthodox. So I was like, wow, they pretty dope. I wish I could get somebody who could kind of make beats like that. And when I started making beats, I couldn't even get to make like beats like them, and I just had my own style. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let me just do me and keep at it, And I've had a passion for the Japanese culture, because I've always wanted to be like an animator, graphic designer in some way, and so I've been a fan of the Japanese culture. So my name Kamikaze Monsutā came from that. People say Monsutā, but it's pronounced monster. But of course the Japanese say monster fast. So you say Monsutā fast, and it sounds like monster. So yeah, that's where I got my name from. So it means monster, of course, Kamikaze Monsutā. But yeah, that's how I got into it. So 2013, 2014 was when I seriously started getting into like making beats. And then 2014, 2015 is when I seriously like started rapping on my own beats. And from there, I've just been going and meeting new people. But more so like getting into the music scene, I just started on the internet. It more so started on the internet because it helped me connect with people. I gotta say shout out to BlackBerry, shout out to Rim, the team Rim, because they came out with BBM, and BBM just helped me like transcend and connect with people a bit more. And without without that, I wouldn't have like been able to connect with as many people as I do right now. So that's how my my story came about. But I was in a group in my early years called Glitch, and during that time, that's how it started. Like Glitch, we started like getting into music, and that's how I started growing in the music scene and learning a bit more. But more so, one of the members had a BlackBerry, and that's how it all started, like getting into the internet scene. I only knew about Facebook, and I didn't know about Twitter. And Twitter's like now the place that I'm always on. So like without that, shout out to MUC. Without that, like I wouldn't have known about like Twitter and connecting with people, because when I saw him being on like Uber Social, which was one of the apps where you could like go on Twitter, I wouldn't have known about people following each other and commenting and stuff, because he was like he's in studio and he's about to make a track, and I was like, oh damn, people are commenting, people are liking it. Who are these people? people, you're getting so much, you're getting famous. So as soon as I got a BlackBerry, I went onto Twitter and I started connecting with people, and I realized how big the world is and how it's easy to connect with people. And mostly that's how I connect with people and work with people. It's more so over the internet. So shout out to like I said, BlackBerry, the Rim team. They made like a pretty dope phone, pretty dope platform. It was amazing. So that's how my story came about. Now, like, the rest is history. Just connecting with people, and amidst you as well on the internet. So it's been amazing. It's been amazing, an amazing experience.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So you said a couple things in there. So a couple of those platforms, Uber, what'd you say? Uber Run, what was it?
Uber Social.
Uber Social?
Uber Social
I don't
was,
think I heard of that.
yeah, yes. So it's basically like a platform where it was like another interface for Twitter. So you were able to, do extra features on there, like maybe plan your tweets ahead
Okay.
of time so that they
Okay.
can be posted in a, like, all those kind of things. It's like a Hootsuite as well.
Yeah.
It's like one of those kind of things where you were able to kind of just do a lot more, have more functionality on Twitter than just using the Twitter app on your mobile. So yeah,
Gotcha.
that was amazing. Like, that's how I discovered, Twitter and that at that moment.
Awesome, awesome. And then what year was that you discovered? I just got on Twitter, man, maybe 2 years ago. Obviously, I knew about it, but I didn't, like you said, I didn't realize the
Mhm.
power of it, and I really didn't understand how many people you can really connect and reach with on Twitter. So it for
Yeah,
you.
so I discovered it in 2011, 2011 is when
Oh,
I,
you're early.
got
Yeah.
onto Twitter. That was like, yeah, I had an account. Actually, my account just got hacked. It got hacked in 2012, and at that time I was like gaining so much traction because, like, I released my first single at that time, and like I was getting traction, just reaching out to people, telling them, "Hey, check out my song, check it out here." Check, like,
Mhm.
I started getting more traction, and then, one of those random hackers, I don't know if I just clicked a bad link or something,
Yeah.
and my Twitter got hacked, and I was like, done, and now I have to start again. And I tried to reach out to the people on my old Twitter account, telling them, "Yo, follow me on here now. This is my account." Like, and yeah, some of them did, and I've been trying to, get some traction again. It is a tough journey right now, getting into the social media age,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's amazing though. Like, Twitter is one of those places definitely where you can connect and learn quite a lot. So I love Twitter. I love Twitter for what it's been and what it is.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. I'm just realizing the power, just figuring it out. But the more I'm on it, I love it. And I think for me too, like you said, that app that you found that kind of allows you to give a little bit more functionality. I would say that was kind of something that clicked for me once I kind of realized that you could like schedule a post out and it didn't have to be such a tedious task of every day getting on and posting and stuff like that. That's when for me it clicked, and then everything kind of got a little bit easier. um, but I know you're big into tech in general. So it can you kind of walk us through your relationship with tech? Obviously the music side is big on you, but I think you're kind of a unicorn by being able to be a creative and then also be able to live in that tech world as well. How did that kind of come about?
Um, so when it comes to the tech side, it's, I've been so passionate because that was what I studied at the same time in high school.
Okay.
um and even my post grad, like, I have my degree in computer science. And yeah, so being in the tech side is really interesting. Just being able to, navigate and understand what's the ins and outs, about what's happening. Sometimes it's scary to know what's to come and see how things are going, and you majority of people see the upside, but being in the tech world, sometimes you have to look at the downside, and you're like, oh man, this definitely could be detrimental. But like I said, social media like Twitter helped me out, that I see the good in that. But at the same time, it also is like, if you're not too aware, it may be detrimental to how you socialize in the real world too, because you may not have the social skills, to engage. So at the same time, when it comes to the music side, when it comes to music, I think that the technology is amazing. It does help people, able to, do their thing. Because right now, we both wouldn't be able to make music if we were just having to go to a studio, a professional studio all the time. We can just easily do it at home now, which is amazing. We can just have all these tools, all the vintage analog tools that they had. We just have them digitally on our devices. But the downside to that is, of course, that it doesn't sound as crisp or as clean as how it used to. But we make use of that, and uh, we just keep going. And it's really interesting how things have evolved with time. And I always iterate that, like, I'm not really a fan of the digital music space as much, because I do want to have that experience of being into the analog side. But
Mm,
overall, yeah, there is an upside. It's definitely an upside, because I can easily send you my vocals and my stems, and you can work on it as instant as possible if you have the means, and being able to uh even work together. That's the most beautiful thing. Like, on one of the shows, I spoke to an artist on the Wake and Bake Vibes about, like, you know the metaverse, something that I haven't really been focused on, and that was amazing. Like,
mhm.
being able to share your digital audio workspace with somebody who's uh, like miles away from you in a different country, and then being able to maybe even work with you in the metaverse is amazing. That's something crazy to realize, that, oh, you can have an avatar, and you can just be in the studio recording whatever you want to record, and they're recording it on their side. It's like, what? You can actually do all these things now. It's mind-blowing. A lot of amazing things are to come, especially the new wave, which is, of course, the Web3 space. And I do wish a lot of artists could jump into that, and get into the space of realizing their worth and their value, more than just the major platforms, and just putting the music out on social media, and trying to market it in that sense. Yes, the marketing is amazing. You have to do that. But yeah, I think, there's more to it. The technology is advancing, and I think a lot of artists need to start exploring, and not, just thinking that the end all be all is just the major streaming platforms, and that's where, things will take you. But yeah, the metaverse is something interesting for me now. I think, like, I want to start exploring that whenever I get the time to, like, just look into it and see that you can perform live and do your thing, and do like a phygital thing, which is the physical digital coming together, just performing live with your avatar, and allowing those people in the metaverse to enjoy your live performance, at the same time you being in person with people in person, as well as you creating that experience for people in the metaverse to enjoy. It's something like amazing, and I think that's where the future is gonna be. I'm really amped about that. I'm really excited to see where that goes. Mostly, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why we here. Web3, man. Web3 is it's gonna be game changing, revolutionary. And I think you said
Yeah.
something key, which was, artists understanding their value. And it's funny because I was on Twitter the
Mm,
other day and someone kind of put a question out, when did music lose its value? And basically I responded it never lost
mm,
its value. The price might have went down, but price and value are two different things. And I think whenever you see even just how me and you kind of collaborated, and once again, I always give you your props and your homage because no matter what, you have added value to my life through music, and I've never had to pay for that, so it doesn't mean that the value is there just because the price doesn't necessarily correlate, because I've literally created a whole new platform off of value that I gained from seeing you do what you do and being involved in your music and what you had on. Shout out to Wake and Bake podcast Thursdays 2 p.m. Check them out, man. I've been on every stream since
sure.
I came on the interview. I've been at every stream, bro. And I wish I maybe I should one day just set up a little camera in here so you could just see me rocking out and vibing as we going through the cast, man. I'm in here dancing and I love all the music. I say it all the time. The curation on that platform, the music is good music, and there's a lot of dope artists. And I hope those artists really realize that even though they might not see that price value, that the actual intangible value that people can still receive from music is there. And I think that's what Web3 and technology is really going to help to do for artists in general. So my next question, to get a little bit back into the music, you said you were in a group when you started, and interestingly enough, I was kind of in a group when I started. So do you still work and collaborate with anybody in that group? How long was it together, and how do you feel about groups versus being a solo artist?
So yeah, the group was called Glitch, right? And the group started with I guess four of us. It was me, my brother, one of our high school, primary school actually, not high school,
Wow.
friends, MUZ, and then his friend, his name was Big Sleazy at the time, but now he goes by the name Ndabe. Shout out to them. We were a group for about the group was together for about until 2015, 2016, right? From 2011. And we got new members in at the same time. And then I got into another group called Villain Gang, which is something I created with my friend and my long partner, primary school friend as well from primary school. His name's Odd Blessing. He produced like most of my music as well. Like apart from me, he's the one who produces my music. So we created a group called Villain Gang, and this was from 2015, and it's still ongoing. Villain Gang is still going. We have Claude Steez Cat on there. I think you played some of his
Mhm.
music. Shout
Oh
out to
yeah.
Claude. That
Oh
one
yeah.
was produced by a blessing. So yeah, we just keep doing our thing. And Villain Gang is more so like a movement, so more so just going against the grain, just being yourself and not caring really about what people think. That's basically the motto. It's like we don't care, we don't give a,
Mhm.
we just keep going and doing our thing until we reach the end goal. But yeah, the thing I think about, when it comes to groups is, there's a saying, if you want to go far, um you must go together,
Yep.
so you need to um you need to realize that the teamwork is really important. You need a team in order to get to a certain point. But if you really want to um, go somewhere really fast, you can go alone. Going alone, it will get you to a place quicker. But like, if you want to have longevity, a team will help you, because they might see things in a way where you don't see these things. Like, maybe you don't see a certain vision, or your vision, you only see a certain picture or a certain part of it. So having like a group or gang, or having some members, they'll definitely get to help you, and become the person you are. And it's not about the other thing is, it's not about trying to be the front runner, because everybody should be the star. Everybody has their own talents, and you should appreciate everybody for their unique talents in a group. And when you see them for all the talents that they have, you can make use of them, and push each other even more. So going alone, if you are a solo artist, you would still need to have a team. You would still need somebody to help you in certain ways, because as much as I do sometimes, in the Web3 space, I do things somewhat alone when it comes to my music now. It is challenging, especially when it comes to the social media side, because I'm not that savvy in like using social media as I used to, because now there's so much going on now. As an artist, I have to be a content creator, and that's like more so the challenge for me now. It's like creating the content. And as an artist, one thing I now have noticed is we don't really need to do much when it comes to creating content. And content for us can be real easy, because we can just create content by just showing how we record, how we make a beat, how this idea came about. It can just be you listening to the beat that you just received from your producer, and just humming, or even just babbling whatever comes to mind, and you can say this is the behind the scenes of how this song came about.
Yep.
Those kind of things are the things that we as artists don't realize. And I'm now low-key talking to myself, and those out there who feel like the same way as I do, just need to do that. Just do it, and don't really care about like the views, because that's
Mhm.
one thing. You know if you do have a team, it's more so you may feel more confident enough to do that, to release, because you know that there's some people backing you up and supporting you. Whereas when you're alone, it's like, do I really have anybody who has my back, or is really supporting me? Unless you're that person who doesn't really care, that's good to have, just not really caring and just doing things because you want to do it. If you're that kind of artist who's alone, and you have that kind of mentality, shout out to you. But yeah, a team is needed in some places. So I do support teams. Like, teams are really dope. They're pretty dope.
100%, 100%. So, like I said, I started in the group same way, man, and that's where the No Ordinary comes from. So the NOC is actually No Ordinary Cats. That was the name of my group, and man, when I tell you, there's no way I would be where I'm at without those guys and the team I had around
Yeah.
me. I was strictly kind of behind the scenes, didn't want to perform, didn't want to do any social media, and because of that team, that's how I got into it. So I'm with you 100%. They would definitely help put that battery, in your back, and make you feel a little bit more confident about what you got going on. So, and yeah, man, we're gonna get into a little bit more of this music, but the last thing I'll say in this segment is one reason that I really enjoy watching you and the podcast is because I feel like you have that similar mind state as me. As when I come on here and I'm speaking, everything I'm saying to everyone else is stuff that I'm saying to myself. It's things that I'm constantly working on, content. I'm trying to put it out. I'm in the same spot. This whole podcast is a play on creating content, long form to short form. And if you haven't tried that format yet, I'm telling you, you can easily get 3, 4, 5 pieces of content a week going long form to short form. So shout out to you, man, and just that mentality of always working and developing and striving to make what you got going on better. Because I know from the outside in, you might not realize it, but a lot of people look up to you and how you are creating content. So big shouts out and salutes to you. But yeah, we'll get back into another round of some music on the Sonar Muse platform. And then we'll come back with a couple more questions. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Let's get it.
Let's get into it.
Chill. Just chill. Just chill.
That was fucking trippy. Trippy.
Yeah. I tap into your mind, use your third eye. Stimulation, growth, no such thing as time. Taking back our land, despise devious plans. Web3, but the middleman gets no dividends. Tap into your mind, use your third eye. Stimulation, growth, no such thing as time. Taking back our land, despise devious plans. Web3, but the middleman gets no dividends. I'm in the game, no time for hesitation. Cryptocurrency, that's stimulation. Growth of mission, Web3 sensation. Stacking tokens, digital creation. Concentration on roads to emancipation. Small steps, there's no rushing greatness. Whose park is the real? There's no faking. Join me in the crew. Let's show you what to do. Don't move your ass, you get left in the past. You heard what your mama say, boy. Sit your ass down and learn in class. Throwing away funds, no fun in the long run. Read the white paper, what's your utility? What's this entity doing for me? Tap into your mind, use your third eye. Stimulation, growth, no such thing as time. Taking back our land, despise devious plans. Web3, but the middleman gets no dividends. Tap into your mind, use your third eye. Stimulation, growth, no such thing as time. Taking back our land, despise devious plans. Web3, but the middleman gets no dividends. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we diversify. Entities and DeFi, watch our wealth multiply. In this decentralized world, we amplify. The future's bright, no wonder why. In this digital realm, watch our portfolios move. Smart contracts, decentralized, still in the room. No middleman, no need for a broom. We're sweeping in profits, breaking the gloom. We're on the rise in these crypto skies. Wealthy dreams reaching new highs. Stimulation's real as the blockchain flies. Major style, we're the wise crypto guys. Stacking tokens and coins, we are the supply. Yeah. Tap into your mind, use your third eye. Stimulation, growth, no such thing as time. Taking back our land, despise devious plans. Web3, but the middleman gets no dividends. Tap into your mind, use your third eye. Stimulation, growth, no such thing as time. Taking back our land, despise devious plans. Web3, but the middleman gets no dividends.
So I think I've been muted, man. My bad, brother. So just to ask you real quick, I'm seeing a lot more diversity of things on the platform, instrumentals, podcasts. I think I saw a live performance on the platform. So as far as you, I know you say you dabbled in production. Do you still do instrumentals, beats? Are you still performing? What are some other things? I got to hear a lot of your music, but what are some of the other things that you got going on?
Um, yeah, I do, dabble still in instrumentals, more so beats making like projects. I do plan on releasing a project as K Monster, because I do have a separate account on Sonar Muse platform, where I put my production stuff. So Kamikaze Monster is there on the platform. You can check out the stuff there. Um, so I do not perform as much as I used to, because I'm just dabbling in, getting into understanding the digital side of things, the Web3 space, where me getting into the Web3 space was kind of a fluke, and it was just like something that I don't think I would have known about if it wasn't for COVID, the 2020 pandemic, where I just got into understanding crypto a bit more, whereas I did know about crypto like Bitcoin and all of that in 2016, 2015 is when I kind of knew about it, but I didn't really take it like seriously. But 2020 is like, oh shucks, I'm seeing now this is where things are gonna go. This is the vision. Let me just see what's going on, and just randomly got into like the Web3 space, and I just discovered the the Web3 music side just by fluke. It was just like something I I just met a few artists, and it's like, okay, cool, this is what it is. This is what Web3 is, and it's on the blockchain. So I just used the XRPL, discovered the XRPL, and I was like, oh, cool. This is a neat place to actually, start doing things. But for me, not really. I did, some live performances in the quote unquote metaverse on the XRPL. There was a there was a place called Zerpcroft, which was like the a Minecraft. It was Minecraft version of like it was on the XRPL, so it incorporated the XRPL on Minecraft. But like since Bill Gates came up with his policies with Microsoft, saying that like crypto and the blockchain can't be used on like Minecraft, they were like they had to close it down. So I dabbled in it for a bit, but yeah, I haven't been doing live performances in quite a while, but I did do like a live on Instagram during the pandemic, and that was really fun. And I was like, okay, this is what I need to do more of, but I haven't done more of it, and that's the thing. That's the one thing that uh, as an artist, you feel like when you start doing it first, low key, you feel dumb. You feel like, oh man, this is stupid. Like, or you feel like it's not really dumb, but like more so it's weird, or like you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
It's like you just getting out of your comfort zone feels it always feels weird, but like at the same time you just have to do it in order for you to grow. And I needed to definitely get into that, but like I didn't. I just stopped randomly, and like from there I started building myself up more in the Web3 space. So I dropped more music on the Web3 platforms more than Web2 side of things. uh I haven't dropped on the Web2 side, like the major platforms, in a long time. Like the last time was probably 2021 or 2020. That was like probably the last time I released the music on there. But like Web3 is more so like, yeah, just need to create value, just for myself and know your worth. That's just more so what I see. It's more so like, okay, I need to cater to the audience now more so than ever. But yeah, that's what I do now. And then working on the wake and bake, which is what I wanted to do in the Web3 space. Shout out to Too Cold and Lemmy. We did this thing, wake and bake, starting it off as a show to bring the people in the Web3 space to, start sharing their music and coming together, just to place a home, especially on the XRPL, for artists to come and vibe, and share their music in a judgment-free space. So just getting new people and getting to understand them is what I would like to do, and just maybe even educating them a bit more about the Web3 space and making them realize that it's not just more about like, coins going up and price action. It's more so about like creating value and transferring value and understanding. It's more about, creating this community. And since we were speaking about, groups and stuff, that's the new wave. That's another way of creating a crew or group, is more so the Web3 space, just creating your community and finding people around you that are like-minded, and you can definitely grow with, and that see your potential and see the same vision as you, so they can help you improve. And as an artist, the Web 2, and I iterate this quite a bit, is that like Web 2 is more about like you finding yourself or finding your space, and your market. Web3 is more about like you now being able to, find those people. You found those people, and now they're the ones who are gonna direct you or guide you to, well, what their best, your best interest. They have like your best interest at heart, and they'll push you to reach your potential, as well as like you catering to them more. Now you have your market, and you catering to them more, and they can definitely help you get to, where you have to be. So that's what the Web 2 and Web 3 space, where it differs. So they see your value more in the Web 3 space, and they help you show that value. They'll push you even more. They'll tell other people about your music. They'll be the ones to promote you and market you, because they also get something out of it. So that's more what I'm doing, in this space, is more so like trying to create value around myself, as well as the people around me, and help them reach, their potential, and to see what they're worth, more than just monetary. It's not monetary value, and that's what you mentioned. The value is not so, more so like a monetary. Now you learned something from me, where you got inspired to create this, and it's way more, it's worth way more than just money. You definitely gonna keep going, and you're creating more value for other people, more than I could. You're pushing it way further than I could, and you reaching more of an audience that I couldn't reach. And that's the beauty of it. We creating value in so many ways. The value is just moving further in a way, in a way of like information, in the information age, especially, because that's where we are. And that's a blockchain too. It's more about value. So we're just transferring value more in a phygital way, because we're physical beings in a digital space, just transferring this. So it's beautiful. But overall, for me, I'm just here, just trying to share my story, and in the ways I can, just creating value as well at the same time. So it's just my beats here and there. I'm just exploring more than just hip hop. I'm just working on all different sounds that I find, really interesting to me. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
for
just
sure.
it's just that, and and I'm excited. So yeah, I do have two different personas that I work on, which is Killa Stryder and K Monster, or Kamikaze Monster, but you can find me as K Monster though. Whereas I believe like K Monster gets more of the traction than Killa Stryder, which is really interesting. I guess a lot of people like the sound, the beats, more, and like my raps, yeah, they're amazing. People like it, but like they gravitate more towards my beats, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah, no, that's so I mean, to all transparency, I do have a K Monster track coming up in the next segment of
Hmm.
of songs. So it was kind of a little lead in, but and then also it would have been a great segue for the next segment, the value talk, man. And we'll kind of get into that in the last segment. But you know, I definitely love what you said about, you know, trying to find a way to create that content between live performances and taking that and putting it in that digital world, like you said, doing the live streams, and how it definitely feels funny at first, and it's something to get used to. Um, Even if you've seen the first 5 episodes of my podcast, you would say this is the first one where I'm intently looking into the camera. But it's just so weird just to look into a camera the whole time. You know, it's something, I don't know, odd about it. Just doesn't seem right. But you know, once you kind of get into it, and the more you do it, it definitely gets easier as you go. So once again, the transparency, everything that we're telling y'all is stuff that we're working on ourselves. So and also I did check out your Spotify. And yes, I see that you have way more stuff in Web 3 than Web 2, and I think I want to make that transition soon. I'm just trying to find, you know, the timing and you know the right way to approach that. But to get back into your music a little bit and the lyrical side, um, you know, you said you started off writing songs for girls, and I think that's how most, you know, male artists kind of start out, man. We start out trying to kind of impress the girls. I know that's how I started. I'm still R&B. It won't come out of me. I like to rap, and I love hip hop, but at the same time, man, it's definitely for the girls, you know. So how did that switch kind of change for you? Because now I would say that your material, you know, at least your newer material, is definitely substance based. There's a lot of substance. There's a lot of information, and there's a lot there. You're not just, you know, you're not just saying stuff, man. You're actually talking about what's going on in the world, how the world is changing, and things that you can do to kind of stay ahead on that. So how did that shift and that transition come about in your music?
To be honest, it still is a challenge for me to kind of keep it real at the same time. I'm battling with it because I'm kind of at a crossroad where it's like, do I really want to, you know, do it for, you know, me being who I am, or
Mhm.
is it about me trying to fit in, you know?
Mhm.
And that's a challenge for a lot of artists. We want to make it, and that's the thing that uh kind of pushed me towards getting away from the Web 2 side, is because it was kind of like this pressure of trying to, you know, be in this limelight, or trying to be in the big leagues, quote unquote,
Yep.
with these artists, where, you know, they get in all these views, they get in all these plays, and you're just here as an underground or unknown artist, just trying to, you know, get some of the pie, you know. And it's a challenge. But you know, the way it kind of transitioned was like, maybe when I started going to varsity, when I was studying, you know, I just started to see the world as it is in the real world. Like, oh, damn, there's more to life than just talking about these girls and talking about like trying to make money and stuff. And at the same time, the me talking about that stuff also didn't make me feel good, because it's like I'm not speaking
Mm.
my truth. when you don't speak your truth, you can feel it, and it doesn't resonate with you. And I realize that being successful doesn't really mean that you are having all these all these accolades and all these things that don't matter. What matters is what you leave in the end. And I want to leave something for these people to at least understand that life is, you just gotta let life have its way with you at some point, and do what you need to do, and share your side of the story, because some people can relate to that. And that's how I got to this point. It's like, okay, I need to speak about some things that the people could understand, that is me, and maybe people could relate, and maybe take with them. And I guess we've been speaking about value, and that's what I try to push now, is like creating value and speaking more about value. Sometimes I may have fun, may speak about some things that you know I I may be experiencing at the moment. It may seem like I'm flexing, but yeah, it's some truth to it. I speak my truth, but like at the same time, I want to be real. At the same time, speaking about what's happening, and at least educating people, because the information can't just stay with me. It has to go
Right.
somewhere as well.
Right. Right. Yeah, 100%. And I mean, like I said, I don't really play my music on here, but both of my tracks that I have put on that platform have been very educational,
Yeah.
driven, and I hope people really actually listen to the music, because it's not just really uh you know creative. It's honestly more of instruction and education, of how to actually start investing. And I think that's super important, like you said, to bring a value. And there's just there's enough noise. There's enough people saying the same thing over and over and over. And the music has to have some kind of substance and value, and I really appreciate that about your music. So um we're gonna get into this last set of songs, and then we'll come back for one more segment. And like I said, I want to play this track. It was my first time hearing it yesterday. Camel Toe Friday. Camel Toe Friday.
Shout out, hey.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
shout shout to you. I gotta say it's a dope playlist. Shout out to the playlist. As I usually say on the show, all the songs on this playlist is directly on the Sonar Muse platform, and everybody is getting paid out in real time. So shout out to you, man. This is a dope playlist, dope vibes. Really enjoying the vibe. So let's get it. The song
Get it.
was made during university, so it was of course it was inspired by a girl on campus. Just had a moment. So it was pretty interesting to experience that inspiration, just like, oh man, let me just make a beat that kind of creates this. It was more of like a scene of, I felt like I was in an anime kind of thing when I made this beat. But I was like, it was a Friday and this moment happened. I just saw this moment, this girl. Okay, cool. Let me do this. Let me just make this beat, and I made it. Camel Toe Friday. Yeah, it was basically a prelude to a project that I made called Girls, and that's on the platform as well. So yeah, you guys should check it out. It's also on the majors as well. But yeah, Girls. This was a prelude. Nobody knows it's a prelude, but yeah, it is. It
Hey,
is Camel Toe Friday
exclusive,
by K Monster.
exclusive,
You
exclusive.
know, you know the vibes.
You know the vibes. Let's get it.
K モンスターがこれを作
They ask what's the motto.
On the track with full tricks.
Yeah. We on the grind cause we tryna eat, tryna get high so we smoking weed. This ain't a race but we're in the lead, keeping our pace, ain't tryna cheat. Go different ways, we work as a team. We got that smoke, that good self-esteem. Living our lives, we living our dreams. When I rap on the track then the beat is deceased. Woo! Yeah, rap on the track, the beat is deceased. When I'm rapping on tracks, the beat is deceased. We living our lives, we living our dreams. We got that smoke, that good self-esteem. Go different ways, we work as a team. When I rap on the track, then the beat is deceased.
Nigga still fly, I'm into this shit. Nigga taking over cause I'm good at this shit. Girl say bye, tripping like a bitch. Nigga moving on cause I'm feeling like a bitch. I'm not sky high, feeling like a king. Nigga, do you know who made this beat is king? Or maybe homicide, or maybe suicide. Nigga, do you know that taking life is a sin? Bitch, bitch, bitch. Suck my dick, jeez, snitch. What's the beef? Milk, please. Leave me alone. Nobody home. Leave me alone.
We on the grind cause we tryna eat, tryna get high so we smoking weed. This ain't a race but we're in the lead, keeping our pace, ain't tryna cheat. Go different ways, we work as a team. We got that smoke, that good self-esteem. Living our lives, we living our dreams. When I rap on the track then the beat is deceased. Woo! Yeah, rap on the track, the beat is deceased. When I'm rapping on tracks, the beat is deceased. We living our lives, we living our dreams. We got that smoke, that good self-esteem. Go different ways, we work as a team. When I rap on the track, then the beat is deceased. It's a trap, yeah, that's the motto. Always stay connected like a legato. Count all these notes, separately I staccato. Ain't no quick win like playing the lotto. What's the deal? Always severing ties. I'm that wonderful guy, like a gentleman. I am clean, no creases like I am an iron. I'm never not great, like all of the time. Life is beauty and the beast. Back to the future like I got the keys. Coding my life so I ain't gotta cheat. Doing me, I ain't doing the least. I'll do it myself, it's always a beat. Ain't slip on tracks like I got some beats. Hitting my shots on tracks, I see. Tune out the track cause I am a beat. We on the grind cause we tryna eat, tryna get high so we smoking weed. This ain't a race but we're in the lead, keeping our pace, ain't tryna cheat. Go different ways, we work as a team. We got that smoke, that good self-esteem. Living our lives, we living our dreams. When I rap on the track then the beat is deceased. Woo! Yeah, rap on the track, the beat is deceased. When I'm rapping on track, the beat is deceased. We living our lives, we living our dreams. We got that smoke, that good self-esteem. Go different ways, we work as a team. When I rap on the track, then the beat is deceased. Woo!
On the track with full tricks.
We on the grind cause we tryna eat, tryna get high so we smoking weed. This ain't a race but we're in the lead, keeping our pace, ain't tryna cheat. Go different ways, we work as a team. We got that smoke, that good self-esteem. Living our lives, we living our dreams. When I rap on the track then the beat is deceased. Woo! Yeah, rap on the track, the beat is deceased. When I'm rapping on track, the beat is deceased. We living our lives, we living our dreams. We got that smoke, that good self-esteem. Go different ways, we work as a team. When I rap on the track, then the beat is deceased. Woo!
Smoke G, bitch, duck.
It's why I don't got time to do all my shit. And I had this feel. Yeah, I'ma do my shit. Oh, baby, I just wanna feel you. Baby, I just wanna choose you again. Dances you again. Call me when you want. Your arms is all I want. And I'm feeling bad. All I want is get you back. And I'm not here. You don't know what I feel.
That was that boy Jansha. My boy been going crazy, man. I'm loving everything you putting out, brother. Let's get back into this interview. Last segment here before I let you go, brother. I really just want to touch on, last but not least, kind of the investing, man. Your journey into investing, how you got into the XRP, my favorite coin, and what kind of got you on this journey.
Yeah, so the way I got into the blockchain or crypto was, first I did my research about Bitcoin. I heard about that and I saw that, people could make money off it. But during the time that I knew about it, was starting to get expensive. And I didn't even know how to buy at the time because I didn't have a card to buy crypto. I wasn't into, getting a card, and I didn't know about exchanges like that. So the only thing I knew how to do was mine Bitcoin. So I mined some using this quote unquote, I think it's an exchange. Well, it's not an exchange, it's a mine. It's a platform where you could mine called Minergate. I don't know if Minergate is still up, but they actually helped me for real. Like it was still hard because like the hash and like the the complexity of mining Bitcoin at the time was really like high. Still, like it was 2015 and I was just using my laptop. You needed like a heavy intense graphics card to actually start mining, so I didn't mine a lot. So then I discovered Ethereum, and I at the time I saw Ethereum and I started mining that, and I got quite a bit of Ethereum um, through that. And then the fork happened from Ethereum to Ethereum Classic, that fork. So I had a bit of Ethereum Classic as well. Then I moved my funds from Minergate to an exchange called Free Wallet. I think it's Free Wallet. Can't remember. But yeah, Free Wallet. That's where I kept my coins for years, and I just forgot about it. Then during my studies, I created like this I guess it's malware, and people still want, like, they still hit me up because it's on my GitHub repository. People just fork my code, and they use it. It's used to kind of hack people's computers and mine crypto without them knowing. But of course they'll know because the computer will be slow, so it'll act like, yo, it's installing an update or something. And I did that for like my post grad and like I did really well, and people have been using it, and someone I think used it for a thesis. They just used my this, so I was like, oh, cool, this is exciting. So I created that, and then from there, you know it, well, in 2018, 2017, 2018, I didn't even know about XRP and Ripple by then. Like, 2018, let's just go back to 2018, because that was like in 2019. 2018, 2017, someone told me like, have you heard about XRP? I was like, what is that? Then they told me it's gonna be for banks and financial institutions. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, in the back of my head, I was, because we were talking about crypto, and I was telling him like I've mined this and that. So it's like, yo, this is what XRP does. And I was like, cool. So 2020 comes after I do my post grad and stuff. The pandemic happens, and I'm like, damn, we're in this predicament. This might be where we're going digital, since we're having this whole no touch kind of situation. You gotta be distant, social distancing is happening. So I was like, oh damn, maybe this is where we're gonna start using crypto and stuff like that. So I got back into it, and one of my close friends slash colleagues, Purple Rain, just told me about like XRP, and he was like, yo, you should get into it. Just check it out and see what's going on. So I did. I checked it out even when I saw like, oh, this is where it's gonna go, really. So just explored the XRPL, um, got into the decks. I actually XRP was actually the first official coin I purchased when I got a card and I had money to invest. So my brother and I just invested, and XRP was my first choice. And I then moved my XRP to free wallet, my free wallet. From free wallet, then I was told about some, and this is Purple Rain. He told me about the Sum wallet. Now it's known as Saman. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me get that. Got that. From there, um, uh, I just started exploring the decks, and I was into like Sologenic, and just getting into those coins. And I saw like, oh, there's different coins on the XRPL. What else is there? And then the token craze came about, like where projects were starting to pop up and stuff. And then that's where I started seeing like, oh, there's more to cryptos than just having the main coin. There can be more than other coins. And then I saw that like on other blockchains, there's also other coins, like who can say there's altcoins on them. So I was like, okay, cool. This is where it's going. I can check this out and do some awesome stuff with this. If it's just more to just the main coins that I'm seeing, then I can just see the other coins that have value, and that's how I got into it. But like with the XRPL, I was like just into the decks, and I just started exploring that and seeing that, okay, the technology is pretty cool. There's a lot of awesome stuff that can be done with it, reading documentation and stuff like that, and got into it. And it was really awesome. It was really an awesome journey and the rest is history. Just meeting a lot of people on XRPL, understanding the community, and seeing where it's going. It's really awesome. So it's exciting. It's exciting. I do believe that it does have potential. It's just gonna take a bit of time for it to get to where it needs to be, and you really need to have patience. Similar to being a musician, you really need to have patience when it comes to your craft. Just keep going and keep doing your thing. Don't worry about who's watching and stuff like that. Whenever your moment comes, it will come, and it will be big, you know. So
Yeah.
just keep doing yourself, and don't really care about what's happening, you know, behind the scenes or the destination. It's more about the journey. Just enjoy the journey, because you're gonna, like, when you reach the destination, especially in this case, the Ripple and XRP you know, situation. um we expecting, majority of the community is expecting, you know, the end goal or the destination, to reach the destination, not really appreciating the journey, you know. It's like a movie. You can't expect to just see the end. It won't be as in you know, may not be as, you know, a great just seeing the end, and not knowing what was going on. You need to enjoy the whole, you know, the whole thing. It will be anticlimactic just having the end, seeing the end scene, and that's it. You want to experience the whole journey. So I'm glad to be part of history, and watching it at the same time. It's amazing to see it happen. So that's where, you know, it is, you know. And how I got on the XRPL, and how, you know, I discovered XRP is more so through word of mouth, more than anything. It was amazing that, you know, it just happened that way.
Yeah. Well, you it's funny, you kind of answered my next question in your last question. My next question was going to be how has investing kind of influenced who you are? And I think you pretty much summed it up and put it perfectly, you know. I
Yeah.
think it's very a great way to put it, you know, that journey as an artist, you know, we have that, you know, to kind of callous us, and we've been through that, and we know what that's like. So being able to kind of attribute that to the investing, I think is a great way to put it. So to skip on to the next question, uh, what's next as far as music coming out? What's next for Killa Stryder?
uh, Thank you for that question. It's kind of tough to answer, because there's quite a bit that I'm doing on the Killer Strider side. It's just like, I'm working on quite a few things. I have a lot of music in the vault that, you know, needs to come out. And let me speak to myself again, like, it doesn't matter, like, really how it sounds. It's more about the idea at the same time, you know. Just release the music so people know, like, what you have in store, especially in the Web3 space. It's more about, like, I believe the Web3 space is more about, like, it's a good way for you to experiment, right? And it's way better, because, you know, you can start afresh or start anew, uh compared to, you know, the Web2 side. So you can clear your whole persona, your profile, and start a new side to you in the Web3 space, you know. So when it comes to Killer Strider, I do have quite a bit of music, you know, in the vault, working with some Web3 artists, you know, on some music. One of the songs that I released recently, good for me, you know, with Money's Myth, is on a project, and that was produced by Odd Blessing. I have like a few projects produced by Odd Blessing. The last project I released also was a co-production between me and Odd Blessing, 366 so I do have quite a bit of music just in the vault. It's gonna take time, but yeah, I'm planning on dropping more music as K Monster, more beats, you know, and maybe even more music just as K Monster with my vocals on it. Um, just so people can enjoy the sounds, you know, because, you know, I think we're getting into an age where a lot of people are more interested in the production side more than the lyrics. That's where I see things going, honestly. Like, I see it as people now going into listening to instrumentals. We're seeing more, you know, YouTube channels for studying for concentration. We're seeing lo-fi, it's been a thing for years now. It's starting to, take over. So a lot of people are getting used to just having that easy listening kind of thing. So I wanna get into that and release more music as K Monster, and just suddenly just release more music as Killa Stryder as time goes. But yeah, more so K Monster is gonna be in the forefront for a while.
Cool. So yeah, before I get you out of here, you were talking last time. It has Purple been on the Wake and Bake? Purple Rain? What's up? Can I
Mm,
get the exclusive with Purple Rain on the on the podcast?
I don't even know. Like I do want him to be in like on the show. I have no idea. Uh, Definitely just have to hit him up. I've been trying to get him in, but like he's always trying to evade,
Working.
I guess. But he's working at the same time. He's one of those people who's like more so a busy bee. So shout out to him. I gotta give
Shout
him
out to
props. But
Purple.
yeah, bro, we definitely would want to get like a scoop. I guess me and
Yeah,
KD want to get a scoop from you,
yeah.
man, and know more about you, man. So shout out, man,
Yeah,
for
Purple's a
sure.
legend, man. Purple's a legend for sure, man. And I appreciate him as always. I always shout him out just because he's the one that reached out to me. So I appreciate you,
Definitely.
brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But just a little ode to you, real quick. We're gonna do one overrated, underrated. You know what I mean?
Ah, perfect,
I don't
perfect,
have I don't
perfect.
have any graphics, and I only got one question, but we're gonna do one. So overrated, underrated podcast.
Okay, so I think podcasts are like low key underrated, but at the same time, it's more so what kind of podcast is it? Because there's so many popping up right now, especially when it comes to information that is too saturated. Some of them aren't. Well, maybe it is good to have quite a saturated amount of like podcasts, because a lot of people can digest it in so many different ways. But I guess it's a new a form of consumption. A lot of people are now going to be into just listening than visuals, maybe visuals at the same time. Long form content is really going to be the main thing now. Because now TV is not really as interesting as it used to be. A lot of people are going to be getting more information from the podcast and just understanding their favorite person, because now we see people going on live streams and just doing things like Kai and all these bigger guys. That's where it's going. Long form content is definitely where it's gonna go. So I think like podcasts, yeah, they're gonna be here to stay, and I think they actually um underrated low key. So yeah, that's my take. What's your take? Do you think it's overrated or underrated?
Oh man, it's underrated, man. It's underrated. It's underrated. Oh, shout out to my young boys. My young boys here in the back. I got my boy D Money and Fire in the building. But
Shout out
yeah,
to money.
underrated, man. The podcast is where it's going. Like it's not a doubt. I don't have cable. I don't have any kind of TV formatting. I had somebody offer me their Netflix passwords yesterday, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not gonna use them. It's not a thing for me, man. I'm definitely consuming most of my things off of the internet and off of long form content. So I think, especially for creatives, and like I said, if you are struggling to make content, podcasts are a great way to do it. It doesn't, necessarily have to be informational. A lot of the podcasts I do watch are just for leisure. I watch,
Mm.
people that have skits, and people that just sit down and, like you said, like Kai and those guys, they just sit down and just kind of do what they do, without any kind of format or form to it, and it can be just as entertaining. I'm definitely more of a infotainment type of person, but I'm loving the podcast space and what's happening, and yeah, man, I think that's the future, like you said. So But yeah,
That's a good way to put it. Like
yeah,
infotainment, that's where we are, the infotainment age now. That's definitely where it is. I do have an overrated, underrated
okay, all right,
question
there we
for
go.
you.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts? The internet. What's your thoughts on the internet? Do you think it's overrated or underrated?
Underrated, man. Underrated.
Mm,
I think like you said, web 2 is about, it was about transferring the data, the information and the data, and now with web 3 we can actually add in actual value to that, economically. And I think that's just still a branch of the internet. And just, I think about sometimes, just how many processes are going on across the world at one time, how many people are utilizing the internet at one time. Honestly, it's really kind of mind blowing. I'm an 80s baby, man, so I came from a time that was pre-internet. So I saw the world when it wasn't as connected. And just to be on here with you right now is a perfect example. Like this is the second one we've done together, and the distance between us is hundreds and thousands of miles, man. So it's a tool that if we didn't have this, man, I don't know where we would be. And just to kind of know where it's capable of going, like you said, sometimes it can be scary. Just as much good as can come with it. You can see the bad side too, but man, the internet it's been the most revolutionary thing since fire, if you ask me.
yeah, definitely. I think it's underrated, but like I said, it does have its downsides. But I do kind of miss the nostalgic age of like pre-internet, where it was like fairly new, and you had those MS MSN, and being able to just low key chat with people, and you just get a
Yeah,
message, you're like, ooh, this is so exciting just to see that you were able to communicate with maybe the person who stays 3 blocks away from you,
yeah,
because you're just trying out this new feature. It's like, wow, man, like all those things. And now we're just so used to it. There's new apps coming out every day, and it's like,
yeah,
they're all the same. There's nothing really new, and you like the wheel can't be reinvented anymore, because it's all it's doing is just adding new, shiny rims to the wheel, nothing more. But yeah, the web3 space, that's some, I guess that's like the new, like something
no,
that was being reinvented, and like it does kind of have that nostalgic vibe to it, because a lot of people are trying to bring back those, traditional look and feel of like the pre-internet days, I guess. Not pre-internet, but like where when things were starting in the digital age. The graphics and everything is on that vibe, just to show that, we're in the beginning stages of
yeah,
the web3 space, and as we advance, then it's going to look way more, advanced, and more appealing to the eye. But like, yeah, I think low key, I'm like in between, just because of who I am, and seeing the having the information I do have, regards to computers and technology. I just see it in a whole different light, but yeah, overall, it's beautiful. But
yeah,
yeah, it's overrated, underrated, in between for me, but more so on the underrated side, low key.
for sure, 100%, man. Yeah, brother. Well, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you stopping in and joining the cast. Like I said, I just wanted to give
Yeah,
you your flowers. Appreciate your
appreciate
the
it.
value that you brought to me, the influence that you brought to me. And yeah, we're gonna play some tracks to get out of here. We are going to do some music regium shares once again
Hey, hey,
in the
hey.
yeah, man, off the Sonar Muse platform. You know the vibes, man. It's bigger than us, man. We're trying to get artists to understand the value that they can really bring and contribute to this space. And once again, I appreciate, Sonar Muse for being that bridge for me, because like I said, for me, it was a godsend. It was exactly what I had been looking for, and I love it. I love it. And salute to you, man. Salute to you. Salute to the team. And yeah, man, I look forward to the continued relationship that we're building. So thanks for coming on the cast, man. Go ahead, shout out where you at, where you gonna be. Your last words, give it to him, man.
For sure. Appreciate it once again. Thank you for having me. People can find me on Twitter at Killa Stryder, KILLA STRYDER, or on Instagram, Kamikaze Monsutā, just with an underscore, same spelling. The A doesn't have the dash at the top, doesn't have that enunciation. But yeah, you can find me on there, and then you can check me out on the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday, 2 p.m. EST. Just catching some vibes. We're just gonna talk about music and spreading love, showing love. Shout out to KD, shout out to everybody who's tuning in. Really appreciate y'all. It's all love. Keep doing your thing, and I look forward to what's to come with the show, man. NOP, how we do it. We on. Let's get it.
Vibes. Salute, brother.
For sure.
Walk through the matrix like I'm a G. Meditating all day, I'ma do me. Straight to the top, in time we'll see. Walk through the matrix like I'm a G. Meditating all day, I'ma do me. Straight to the top, in time we'll see. Keep on going, cause that's who I wanna be. Goose bark on a beat, whole place jumping. Feel it in my chest, got my whole body thumping. Going all out, cause I wanna feel something. Angels on my mind, this crypto is bumping. Straight to the moon with the NFT. XRP Ledger is where I wanna be. Forget about Ethan, open sea. All I really wanna talk about is TK. Oh, I'm always on my flow. Get up in the morning every day and grow. The more you learn, the less you know. Hold up a minute, let me get to the point. Let's get a freestyle going up in this joint. I will not let you down, I will not disappoint. I'll always get around like a flexible joint. Switch it up again, thinking out of the box. Keep on going with no roadblocks. Check out the time, getting sick of these clocks. Call me anonymous like Guy Fox. Like, where's my money buying all the stocks? Just keep on talking you about your docs. Slick like Rick, but size of Fox. If it ain't about angels, I'm done with these talks.
Up, man. Crazy. Whoa. Yeah. I'm finna Euro step straight to Germany like there no whiskey. That Euro 24 coin is off the hizzy. Pure euphoria, no Kendrick, no Drizzy. They not like us when it come to these songs. Whoa, it's limit. I'm finna Euro step straight to Germany like there no whiskey. That Euro 2024 coin is off the hizzy. Pure euphoria, no Kendrick, no Drizzy. Lower level put me on, whoa, it's lit me. And Bobby Bellingham Ronaldo, let me speak on it like Geraldo. Was already on the agenda. Lower level man, he was bed up to the DM dog, so he set up. Skeptical about it cause it's E. Whole zeros behind the decimal, I knew that it'll be a tree. Henry Kane said Kyle Walker's faster than Mbappe. That's like saying Ethereum's faster than XRP. Just go on Uniswap it and buy it when it's cheap. Been talking about buying dips all week cause the Zach is screed. Bring extras for gas fees, it's like the US tax. Make sure you cash out at the right time, no one got your bag. Blackout like Lukaku and Doku. Belgium, the dog horse sitting so cool. Van Dijk grabbing Berlin for gold pool. The host is Germany, back forward with Rudiger. Don't know what to do with their predictions. Not betting, not hoping, no wishing. Euro 24 talking the mission. I'm finna Euro step straight to Germany like there no whiskey. That Euro 24 coin is off the hizzy. Pure euphoria, no Kendrick, no Drizzy. They not like us when it comes to these songs. Whoa, it's Slim, I'm finna Euro step. Straight to Germany like dirt no whiskey. That Euro 2024 coin is off the hizzy. Pure euphoria, no Kendrick, no Drizzy. Lower level put me on, whoa, it's Lemmy. Lower level say he got Croatia and Luka Modric. We talk about on limit speaks like more Pavic. Pre-game analysis, post-game, yeah, you copy. And watch that Euro coin take off like a rocket, leaving no man out like Marcus Rashford. And Jack Grealish from a win don't get burned. Ukraine got Chelsea's Mudryk. A lot of teams are like, who this? But I won't even be surprised. Just watch the games and catch a vibe. Trent Alexander-Arnold number is for midfield. England might bring it home, dog. This team can get real. Kobe Manu 19, young Ghanaian offspring. Will this be better than AFCON? Let's see what this might bring. Spain and Italy, you gotta be kidding me. Underdogs are superstars. Let's see who real, let's see who fall. Let's see who leaping out the group of death like Pepe the Frog. Euro 2024, coin to the moon and to the stars. I'm finna Euro step straight to Germany like dirt no whiskey. That Euro 24 coin is off the hizzy. Pure euphoria, no Kendrick, no Drizzy. They not like us when it comes to these songs. Whoa, it's Slim, I'm finna Euro step straight to Germany like dirt no whiskey. That Euro 2024 coin is off the hizzy. Pure euphoria, no Kendrick, no Drizzy. Lower level put me on, whoa, it's Lemmy.
I'm legally blind, I can see barely.
Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and everything. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and Chevrolets. Blinded by the new money, had to cop some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and Escalades. Black man running shit, feeling like the EPA. Cop the whole C-130 and put the work from MIA. Ain't nobody in the crypto space as real as me. News channels see the success, then they want a piece. Time is money, too dyslexic, come in and read a script. Feds come knocking, then the whole team gon' plead the fifth. Fuck a Tesla, we always on a lucid trick. Crashed out, made some waves, did it without a ripple, bitch. Real Yankee stepping, shimmy down from the 216. From the land where AKs get loaded with pierogi clips. European niggas always down to Russian shit. New king of the north on some Jon Snow shit. Cocaine beamer and I just added 010. The way we roll running, need a sponsorship from Michelin. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and everything. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and Chevrolets. Fuck a 589, I keep a 556. Taking down these false stars, name I'm talking Schindler's List. Hopped off the porch cause the summer finna get too hot. No Bitcoin miner, but I show you how we spin a block. Fuck the cash cause you know we crypto rich. 28 grams, wrote a whole zip. All them K's and you still won't get a hit. Swap that XRP for GZX, that'll make you rich. Passport tatted up, boy they love me overseas. GZX hit $1, that's a Negro Jubilee. Birds touch down, we get the Raven, just the Jackson. I remember the old days when it's trapping out of Paxson. Fast forward to now, all my money still legit. The US dollar, the only thing I see that's counterfeit. The way the game rig is like twist to keep your body bent. Somebody call the treasury, my bank is minting too much sense. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and everything. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and Chevrolets.
Vamonos, vamonos. Vamonos, vamonos. Vamonos, vamonos.
On a Sunday morning. This is the one y'all was waiting for. I'm not waiting, I'm just making more. Plotted out, took the time, executed, good design, a finish line. Type of work, it's not done, just out of time. I'm feeling fine. Long road, strong no, this a grind. This a climb for some of us. In and out, double dutch, unpacking what they done to us. Technology numbing us. Think about it, seen it coming up. Records broken, numbers running up. Competition having fun or what? 30 years coming up, haven't done enough. Rise,